telepathy.
Yeah.
Which is great because I don't think he's... I'm almost entirely sure he doesn't speak Spanish.
Neither do I. Translate, please.
Poor little baby, my heart bleeds for you. It's kind of what I say anytime somebody's whining about something and I think they need to shut their face.
There you go.
I say it a lot at work.
But it's one of those things of he keeps pulling that. Alright, it's one of those traditional douche moves where when you flirt with someone else's girlfriend, you then, jokingly essentially apologize to them. Like, sorry for insulting your masculinity, her.
Uh-huh.
And the problem is I don't actually give a fuck. They're not a person.
They're text on a screen.
Yeah, they're text on a screen. But I know it's going, because they mentioned, oh yeah, I've got a Ventrilo server, we should do this when we raid. I know soon it's going to be him trying to talk her into hopping on it when they raid.
Yep.
And I don't care.
I don't wanna. We don't need to fucking talk. We're in a dungeon. It's a dungeon that we've run 27 fucking times. We know how it goes. We don't need to discuss fucking strategy. They mark someone and draw aggro. I go in and stab shit. I stabby stab. That's what I do.
Yeah, but I'm just waiting because this is the formula I'm expecting. I don't give a shit. I'm not retarded. I know not to be jealous in this situation because there's nothing to be jealous or worried about.
Yes.
And it's one of those things of, yeah, you think you're slick shit, but really you're just a hot turd.
There's some, but there's on a certain level.
I love that saying. Nobody says it enough.
On a certain level, there's nothing on Earth quite as annoying as someone who thinks they are clever when they're not.
Oh yeah, and I can tell you right now, from my early days back in the frontier days of the internet, I was a horrible person. I knew how to do horrible shit, or get people to do all sorts of horrible shit for fun.
Uh-huh.
I really wish I would have known you then.
I broke couples up because I didn't like one of them. I mean, that's what I spent all of my time doing when I was on the internet. Learning to manipulate people. I mean...
There's worse things to do, amazingly enough.
I don't like doing that now. Because I guess I'm an adult now.
The question, though, is do you still have the skill to do it?
God, yes. No problem. I just don't. I mean, when people really fuck with me badly, I can still do it without any issue, and I enjoy that knowledge. There have been a couple times. I think Exvee crashed.
Is he still on the call, or just...
It was the enchanting table again.
Oh.
No, but there have been a couple times in the past year where I have convinced someone who is admittedly a little bit paranoid anyway that he is in danger of his life because he insulted a television show. And another friend commented on the thread, no, or, on, the Facebook comment, no, man, you don't understand. He's crazy. He'll fucking... he has killed before and he'll kill again. Which, the friend, granted, is crazy, but has not, would never admit it.
Yes.
But the second I started shit, him being that sort of friend, he started backing it up.
That's the troll, right?
Yes. He is my favorite unrepentant troll. One of my favorite unrepentant trolls. I've seen some of Exvee's work. But no,
I can.
No, like I said, I believe I mentioned the story about when you go into his pawn shop, if you bring in something like an iPad or an iPhone, you had better make sure that you have deleted all of your passwords on it. Because he trolls proportionally. And I appreciate that about him, because if it's just like they forgot it and they seemed like a nice guy, they should, or can someone on their friends list remind them to forget to delete their passwords, lol. Deleting them now, or resetting to factory standard now.
Yes.
And, well, there was one guy who came in, and he is, well, I'm not entirely sure what he is anymore. He's not white, my friend. And the guy who came in was actually a skinhead, and, well, first of all, my friend is also an MMA fighter. So
what you're saying is this turned out kind of awesome.
Well, he just remained quiet and remained friendly and professional because it's a damn business, and he's not trying to, get his business in trouble.
Sure.
And the guy, made disparaging comments about, gay people while he was there. So the second he left, my friend looked at the iPad he brought in, realized that no, he had not logged out of anything, and I don't remember the entire quote, but I remember the phrase, I just wanted you all to... And keep in mind, this guy had a Nazi flag as his Facebook picture.
Charming.
It was like, I just wanted you all to know, I've been keeping this inside for ages, but I'm gay. I'm not just gay, I am super gay. I
remember you told me this when we were doing the spawn block map.
Yeah, I am not happy unless I have more balls in my face than a circus seal.
That is probably my favorite quote ever.
Yeah.
Best story.
Yeah. So this is a person who basically it's gotten to the point now where whenever anyone comments on any of my videos with something I feel like trolling, I go, what would you do? It's if I don't feel up to it, or if I'm not just in a bad mood and feel like banning them right then.
Well, of course, I got to use something you did this week as a what would you do question on my Twitter.
That was great.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, because I really I didn't care at that point, honestly. I really wanted that Matty Collector 2-pack of Peter and Winston, and they were all fucking gone. Turn around, there's this fucking greasy-ass neckbeard. Shopping cart full of those. He's also loading up a couple He-Man toys.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting there looking through the shelf. I'm pretty sure he was bending the cards on other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I just waited till his back was turned, picked it up, and went.
I'd do the same thing if I found the opportunity.
Yeah, and he did not see, and I think he was so entrenched in looking through the shelves that he didn't even notice, because I was in line for like 10 minutes, admittedly pretty nervous at that point, but if he had come up to and, tried to start shit, I would have just poked a hole through the front of the box. Like, here you go.
Also lick it.
Yeah. That would just tear one corner. Damn.
I don't know about the licking it, because that guy had already touched it.
Yeah, that is an excellent point.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything, but, alright, I'm big. I've never pretended not to be a big guy. He looked like his pants could fit one of me down each leg. And I think I was angry just because of the stereotype. It was, like, alright, a lot of people consider, like, the 500-pound range to be big. I can see that this guy had to have been in the 550 to 560 range. I'm not surprised he didn't get up. He might have still been getting up by the time by the time I left,
It's a process.
Yeah, you gotta do it in shifts. Alright, I've gotta move my knee, I've gotta move the 6th left boob. Alright, now shift boob clusters 2, 3, and 4 so that I can stand. It's like, I know I'm overweight, but this person made me feel in shape. That's why I wasn't really worried about outrunning them.
Like, nah, I got this.
Though the funny thing was, I think the woman at the cash register has had to deal with a lot of them before, because she was just like, you buying this for yourself or to sell? In that, at that point I was so angry, I was like, no, I'm siding with this woman. I was like, no, I'm buying it for me. I like Ghostbusters, this is for nostalgia. And she's like, oh, good. Yeah, normally I'd be like, well, it doesn't fucking matter. It's not your business. I could be buying it to stick up my asshole.
Although in that case, it would still be, buying it for you.
Yeah, that's between me and the Hassenfeld brothers.
Well, in this case, Mattel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, but I could not remember if Mattel had a longer, more proper-sounding name.
I'm pretty sure, given the situation, Maddie would be very happy to stick that up there for you.
Well, yeah. Well, probably not, considering I got it for $30.
I'm not sure if the spawn trap is big enough.
It's the only reason I have them.
Yeah. I think that's pretty goddamn big.
Because I think
You
those
see
were
where I
originally
am?
like...
Yeah.
Hi, come down and look.
I forget whether it was 150 or
think that's
200
big enough?
a set.
Yeah.
I think this is plenty effective
out.
because zombies are wandering out into the daylight.
Well, there aren't any spawning down here right now.
Well, there's a giant tube up here that zombies are heading out of.
But it's not connected to my spawn trap.
No, but it goes far enough back that there's darkness enough monsters can spawn in it.
Oh, yeah, that's because I haven't finished clearing that off. I was making the spawn trap beneath it first.
But, no, I'm just...
Where am
I don't know. I buy things at this point in my life because I like them, and I'll admit, with the Ghostbusters, it's I'm going to enjoy staring at them, and maybe in 5 or 6 years they'll be worth selling. But, they are for me. If I was told, no, they're not going to be worth it, I still would have bought it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much how I feel with stuff I buy for me. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
I should probably make that other spawn trap bigger, so it's at least as long as this tube.
And I think...
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Right.
I think I'm spoiled by the Goodwill outlet because I just don't... there's not enough of a profit margin on stuff I can find at retail easily anymore.
No. And, the Goodwill, they don't care. The money's going to charity.
Yeah. The money's going to charity and it's stuff that was given to them, so,
Yeah, they're not losing anything by us buying it and selling
Yeah.
it. Plus, there are a lot of Goodwill stores now where they sell things at ridiculously high price,
Yeah.
which
They're
is
catching
entirely
on.
it's
Yeah.
entirely unwarranted prices most of the time too.
Yes.
Like they wanted $20 for an original PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it's down to 10. If it's down lower next time I'm over there, I'll probably get it just in case.
I made a small... I should probably actually use the chest for what I made it for. I made a small chest to put tools, or spare tools in, and then I crammed it full of everything I didn't need.
I guess I'm going to need to get level 30 before I can put Infinity on this bow. Damn
yeah.
GS game.
And that helicopter's back.
This is disconcerting.
Well, I'm not really too worried about it.
No, but I wish they'd catch
Our
whoever it
front
is
hall
they're
is
after.
full of swords. Oh, I'm not worried about anything really. I'm like I said, there's now a standing request whenever he goes out to any of the Goodwills, because there's always like a handful of Transformers in there that are missing like a limb. And I see so many duplicates of them now, I just told him, just grab me any busted Transformers you see.
Eventually we will be able to cobble them into complete robots.
Or I will make a horrifying abomination out of them.
Yeah, whatever works.
So you'll make it look like your face.
Make it look
Or
like your mom.
it's from a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
And it'll have to come with a, face ripping off action.
That would be awesome.
Yes, it would. I've got
I think one of the Fallen figures has a removable faceplate.
I believe it does.
That's great. That is great.
That is a town over there, so I need to get over to this
It's
other
great
town.
that, Michael Bay turned Optimus Prime into a homicidal, Nightmare on, not Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff.
If you didn't correct yourself fast enough, I was going to replace it with Hill Street Blues.
Well, Hill Street Blues was was pretty goddamn awful.
Never heard of it.
It was a television show. Was that the one about fucking undercover cops that Johnny Depp was in? Or?
No, that's 21 Jump Street.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hill Street Blues was the Stephen Bochco's cop show before NYPD Blue.
I thought that was
on
Cop Rock.
NBC, I think.